This video chart presentation of China Precision Steel. It's a NASDAQ Capital Market stock trading our ticker CPSL. Scaled this in to try and get about a 6-month look at this chart. Obviously a pretty serious downtrend. We had a nice up day on Friday to wrap last week, up almost 10%. Going to keep an eye on this, see if it's putting together some sort of reversal and trying to find a true bottom. Got a nice trend going on in the MACD. Kind of flatlining over the last 2 months, but still overall making an uptrend. Bullish cross just happened to the 12 passing through the 26 EMA. Want to pay attention for this to try and take out this area, make some new higher highs, and ultimately bust through the money line. Similar uptrend going on in the PPO. ADX reaching some pretty exaggerated levels up over top of 50. Typically I'd want to see this negative DI up here near the ADX. It's a much stronger reversal position, but it's not in bad shape. You can see the positive DI making a move upward, negative DI creeping down. Money flow index trending right through the middle of the road, but here recently putting together a little bit stronger move. There's some buying coming into this play. Accumulation distribution, just going to look for it to hold this baseline. Don't want to see some new lower lows get made. Shaking money flow gives a little bit of a different read. Selling pressure is still dominant, but it's not as heavy as previous times. CCI struggling to move to the upper half of the indicator, but again, in the near term, showing some bullishness. Similarly with the full stow. Based on the indicators, the chart does look like it's trying to make a move off the bottom. Still early on. Most indicators are still in bear chart territory, but trending in the right direction. So we'll keep an eye out for continuation for these to move into bull positions. Tricks, kind of like the MACD, somewhat flatlined over the last month or so. Perhaps a bullish cross is coming. Really want to see this work its way up a little bit higher. Start to make some new higher highs and get a little bit closer to zero. With the buying pressure on Friday, RSIs are showing some strong momentum coming into the play. And as always, what we'll look for is longer-term RSIs to make their way through 50 and hold a trend above that level to show some sustained bullishness. There's a very bottom support down here at 32 cents that I would absolutely want to see hold. It's not too far off considering the stock closed at 38. But I'd also have my eyes peeled on any pullback to see if it can hold this 35-cent mark. You can see 36 cents was a previous support. Accordingly to TA rules, that became resistance. It did push back through it now. So I'd really want to see if it could hold 35, 36. I'd become much more skeptical if it would want to come down here and test 32, that bottom would fall out. Further on the upside, a little bit of secondary resistance right where it is, but I expect it to be more substantial up here around 42 cents. 50-day moving average is there. See the stock's had a difficult time moving above the 50-day for the better part of 6 months. That dynamic resistance of the 50-day coupled with some static resistance of the price per share will probably make that a relatively tough spot should some upward pressure continue. Beyond that, we'll pick a little bit more up here around 48 as an old support level, but I'd see the next real major area of resistance clear up here around 60 cents. Obviously, that's a very substantial upside from where it is, and everything starts by baby stepping its way through some resistance points. And that's what I'll have my eye on in the near term. Any pullback, really want to see it hold 35, as I said, to try and help these indicators shift themselves into a more bullish position. 156,000 shares traded. I'd look for a little bit more volume surge to come in, because you want to see some strong buying pressure to try and take out these resistance points. Those are the type of things that I'll be looking for in the China Precision Steel chart. But as always, this is merely my interpretation. Thank you for watching and trade smart.